I don't think...
Swiftly moving on to the next movie, we got Kevin Hart. Well, we ain't got Kevin Hart. We got Fatherhood starring Kevin Hart and can we say the little girl starring in it? Melody Hurd.
Yeah, that's the same girl from them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it it's the girl and the mum? The mum,
no. I did think that. Though. It's not the same. It's not
sure?
What the new wife?
No.
The old wife.
The mum.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You're right.
She's a rising star.
So they're both from them, innit?
Yeah. I've forgotten her name as well, man. Deborah Erinde. That's it.
Yeah.
British, black.
Woo woo. She's British.
She's British.
Deborah. The Amazon thing. Okay. Yeah.
So the mum that passed away first.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She
is, isn't it?
She is
pretty.
Yeah.
Fatherhood. Kevin Hart, Netflix. Who's gonna take the? Who's gonna take?
I loved it. What's that? 6.7?
I think.
I loved it.
Seeing as I'm against you two right now. Because you don't put the Russian thing on me. I don't know why I'm against you. Just over there on that couch, isn't it?
Okay, wow.
He stained you.
This your enemy.
Whoa. I know.
But I mean, what kind of voice can I do with this?
I didn't tell you to do this.
Okay, you just want me to do it?
Actually, you did like Daddy Daycare this week. I feel like it's fitting for you.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Put on your dad voice.
That's fair, isn't it?
My dad voice?
Yeah, your dad voice.
How I talk to my children?
When they're mad. When you're mad.
I imagine that this is a lot.
I mean, his
like
wife died, bro. So like, it's not really
give
fitting.
A shit, man. I'm just trying to find a theme, bro.
Life.
Yeah, but not really like the kids. You get me? So like, I speak to my kids how I speak. So it's not really.
You're a dick.
A father brings up his baby girl as a single dad after an unexpected death of his wife, who died a day after their daughter's birth. Yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up the whole movie, really.
Because I was gonna start doing this thing where it's like, but what is your synopsis? But it's like.
Yeah, that is fully exactly what happens.
Looking at you first.
Let Kaylee start because she didn't say much on Black Widow. Let Kaylee go.
Yeah, that's fair.
I loved it. I thought it was a really, really good film. Very, very touching as well. There was a couple of points where it made me emotional. But then what I love about Kevin Hart is that he allows you to be emotional about something and then he brings it back. So you're emotional.
Brings it back to jokes or brings it back
to jokes.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I like about it, because it was like, it's a very serious topic. And it's like, sometimes you get a film like this and it's like, I don't know if I really want to watch it, because you have to be in your emotional state to kind of watch it. Exactly. But because it was Kevin Hart, it's like, I was very interested. I don't know if you guys know that it's based on a true story.
I saw that when I watched the trailer.
Based on a true... What?
This is actually a true story.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And what I find very interesting, it's actually a white man.
Oh.
And I found it very fascinating that they actually chose a black guy to play a white man's story, because usually that doesn't really happen, is it?
Well, I mean, is it a thing where he plucked the film? I feel like Kevin had a big...
because he done this before with that French film. You know the guy that plays Lupin?
Yeah.
Like, you know that film where he plays with the Breaking Bad guy,
Yeah,
Upside. I think it's called Upside or something.
Yeah.
Upside like that. Yeah. That's actually originally a French film.
Okay.
Yeah. But they just redid it and boom. Yeah. So it might be a thing where he scouted the story.
Okay.
And
I liked that part of it, but no, everything about it, like, because sometimes when you're watching, even like the wife's name being the same, you're like, oh, that might not be true.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is actually literally
the
same.
Okay, wow.
So I like to watch films like this and then find out the story behind it. And I think once I did that, it made it a lot more powerful as well to believe that this is actually somebody's life. But I think it was good. The little girl, her acting is spot on. I don't have a bad word to say about it. I would actually like to see the next part. If they was to do a next part, I'd be interested to see how their life goes on. So yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Kelly?
I liked it. What a tearjerker. For me, it was a tearjerker. I was bawling when I could see that the wife was gonna die. You felt something bad was gonna happen. Proper tearjerker. The issue I had with this movie is, and maybe what you've said makes sense, because if they were sticking to the actual story as much as they could,
then the other
it makes
bits
sense
weren't
that
as
some
cliche,
things were just kind of like the movie was all right, but a bit flat or a bit dead. Some of the editing even for me was like, okay, she's just in the room looking for the necklace, and now we're here somewhere else now.
Yeah.
It just cut off a bit random, and I don't know what it is. There's little things I noticed. It's like I could tell it wasn't
well.
It didn't transition well. I felt like I could tell that this was a Netflix movie.
And they cut it
That
up.
if you got your cousin's password, you can watch it with your cousin's DLs. Like people, maybe not
Sometimes that's a good and bad thing.
You know, that you can just do it. It's all right. But I appreciated the story.
Yeah.
I appreciated little Maddie, such a great actress.
Yeah.
I really liked that. A lot of things were just kind of not developed. I would have liked to have seen more resolution between Kevin Hart and the mother of his wife.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more of that.
I feel like we lost a couple of years because it was like she was a baby and then she grew up. And I think those couple of years were missed because those are kind of the vital times. And some of the things it was like, he didn't want the grandparents' help, but then he needed to get a babysitter. But these people are telling you that they'll help you. So some of the things was a bit like...
But was it because they lived
so far away?
They
needed to come
and he needed,
move,
he needed his job and he needed to work. I get that. But some things just went from one thing to another very randomly.
It did
but
feel like one of those
it.
where it's longer, but they have to start taking bits out.
Yeah,
now
that
Netflix. Yeah. And that's why I said it. Sometimes it's a good and bad thing because it's like, it's good sometimes where you can tell a Netflix film and it's like, yeah, this is cool. This is a Netflix watch. Nice, easy. I don't have to be sucked in and boom, boom, boom. But there's sometimes where you see that it has the potential to do better. It's like, it's a bit disappointing and lackluster because it's like, Netflix is doing their Netflix shit again. Yeah.
What Kaylee said is spot on, to be fair. A part 2, they could do it and they could do it better. I'm sure they've done that before.
She's a teenager?
I'm sure they've done that before, but I can't think of an example.
I just feel like I just feel like it would be nice to kind of know where the story goes, because sometimes these kind of films, it's like, okay, that's it. There's no anything else, and I think it would be nice to know a little bit more about the dad and how he kind of felt a bit more. I think this was obviously based a lot on the daughter and his new relationship, but I feel like there was vital parts of parenting
on how he's coping and what he really feels about the situation, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Dan,
for me, I thought this movie was fucking brilliant. Can't lie to you.
Fucking brilliant,
bruv,
he says.
Fucking
brilliant.
This hit me in so many, bruv. I teared up a good few times in this movie, bruv. Like being a dad, obviously, it kind of hit me hard, bruv. Because I was just thinking, like, I was kind of thinking if like something happened to my missus. While because we had a hard birth, like for the last one. So I was kind of thinking like if something similar happened, do you know what I'm saying? Going from when we was talking about fucking Chris Rock trying to come across to the drama and acting and
but
doing it so
finding
poorly.
A happy medium.
This
Kevin Hart
smashed it. Do you know what? Yeah, I even put on my Twitter, when his wife died, that was real. That was some real acting for me, literally. Like there was a part where when he was in the room, I was like, But when he got out the room and he was like, the doctors told him that it's done. And when the mum turned up with the balloons and shit, and he'd like, bruv, the little girl, she was wicked.
You know what's interesting about this little girl? And I hope this sounds. What's that?
I paused it at that moment. I paused it and had a cry. I was feeling it. I was like, no, she ain't.
The one thing that I would like. There's a few things that I didn't like about it, but you know when like a movie touches you so much, you kind of just let things slide. One thing that I didn't like about this movie, that I wish he didn't do, is he made it too funny. He should have. There was too many funny bits. He should have stayed. Like even when at the wife's funeral, it was jokey bits. Like you know, even when he's bantering with his bedrooms.
Going again on what we was talking about with Chris Rock, I think sometimes that might be the slight that comedians are having. I feel like because they feel like they still need to factor a little bit of themselves into what they're doing. You hear me?
Kevin Hart, for me, this should have been a full drama. Like no comedy, or maybe very small comedic parts, just to like
comedic parts between them two. Where there's one part where he's cracking up because of her. I loved all of that.
Yeah, that can run. But when he's talking to his brethrens and stuff,
for him though, so he's still got to bring in who he is, which is why he has to do the comedy stuff. And I know what you mean. It's a drama, so just kind of be drama. But then it's like, there's going to be some fans that are just watching it because it's Kevin Hart.
But true. But I also feel like these guys take these roles to try and change that whole but maybe they're gradually getting out of it.
Yeah.
Like you have to gradually get because let's take someone like as soon as you said that I thought of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey gradually got out of a comedic role to where he can do something like 23.
Yeah.
Where like nothing is there's no funny
there's
no funny moment in it.
Yeah.
But I guess you gradually got to get there for your Truman Show.
And if that's the case, then I 100% understand.
Yeah,
but I fully believe that Kevin could do a full drama.
I feel like this would be too early for him.
Which is what he's trying to say.
I feel like this hit the nail because this is it's not his life, but he could relate to a lot of bits like you did. So it probably was easier for him to tap into this. So to be fair, it's a perfect film for him to do in terms of trying to break out that mold. Because now you've seen that serious part and you can now say...
I think we'll see him in something again.
Yeah.
Because
that's a lot more...
Yeah, that would be a lot more serious.
I mean, I never watched Upside, but I'm guessing that had...
I watched the French one. I didn't watch...
I don't see the one with him, but I'm guessing that had some serious elements in it.
Yeah.
I think if he's aiming for that transition, I think it will take time because Kevin Hart can be peed off and be being himself, but he's making people laugh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's just got that voice.
Think, do you know what?
That snaps.
As a comedian, I'm the same. So it's like I laugh at a lot of shit, and obviously his thing, laugh at my pain, is true. I'll be going through a lot of shit, but you just kind of try to see the funny side of it. And I feel like this is him in normal life. Even when he's talking to his kids, even when shit's going down, I feel like the same way that he basically tried to discipline Maddie in this film is how he would.
Yeah, it felt quite natural for him to do.
Yeah, totally.
I'll hit some different points. The girl, I really like the girl, the little girl,
Melody Hurt.
Yeah, because for me, she's got that character where, because I've seen her in 2 different roles now,
completely.
She's got that super cute look and that super creepy look where she could play both.
In them, she
was creepy.
Nuts,
So when you see her in this, it's like, oh, you don't see her like that, but it's the same character, and it's like, oh, you've got one of them looks. You can see why she is who she is, why she's getting casted, and how she's a good actor. She carries it off well.
She's got personality.
Because
children, child actors,
you can see that she can play a lot of roles. She can go into a lot of roles from early.
Do you know the lady, the second wife? I can't remember what her name is.
The girlfriend.
Yeah, but she's my girl crush. I think she's
nice.
absolutely
She's
gorgeous.
nice. She's nice.
She was in.
She's from She's Got All That.
She's been in.
Something like that.
She's
she got she something.
Yeah.
Oh, something. That Spike Lee thing that was on Netflix.
Yeah.
But
there's something about her that I just think is kind of mesmerizing. And I really enjoy her. I've seen her in a couple of different roles and I think she's really, really good. And she adapted to the role as well. Obviously, he kind of tried to disrespect her and that kind of made me feel like, Kevin, what are you doing?
I mean,
I also understood what he was going through. So it kind of took you there,
That was one of the worst bits of editing for me because at 1 minute he looked at her and she was welling up a little bit and immediately after that she had nose dribble and then everything, eye dribble,
I was like, right, this escalated real quick.
That was that Netflix cut. That was cutting all the time.
I feel they could have made more of that scene.
Another thing that I really liked in this year, I really liked about this is that it was just I don't want to say a black movie, but it was just like normal.
It was,
no one getting shot.
But the rule that says this is what someone like Kevin Hart does talk about making. It was literally we can make these type of films. Like it doesn't make a difference.
You see these type of movies starring white people all the time,
bro. There's a million of these, bro.
All the time.
And no disrespect either. The daughter was fully black as well because you normally don't really get that.
I understand.
For me, it would have been a mixed race family, so everyone can tap in. So it really is nice when you're just seeing a dark skinned family that have got money and they're coming from somewhere.
It's just a standard story.
Grandparents in the team, like they got friends round. They even got white people. They like white people too. Like everything was just good. Like, do you know what I mean? He's got a good high paid job.
He's done a good thing for people, man.
I did like his his was it his assistant or his co-worker?
The bald white guy.
Yeah, I think he provided like the comedy where it was just like he said something like, oh, I wouldn't know what to do if my wife wasn't here. And it's like, bro, his wife just died. So it was like, that kind of brought
Is that
it
his
back.
boss you're talking about?
His co-worker.
His bedroom. That was at one point where I started to think, is this going to be like 3 Men and a Baby?
Oh, I love that movie though, man.
There was a little bit of that.
It was gonna be like,
Because they were hanging out and they missed her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been disappointed at it. I just thought that's where it was going.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
We might have to do that worth it or not. I really love that movie.
That's a very good movie.
Shall I tell you one thing that annoyed me?
What?
You see where it's not no big thing. I was just like, oh fucking bitches. You see when he went to the parent group and he was asking for help.
Yes.
How they kind of gave him the help, but they were mad standoffish about it.
I feel like in the 21st century, that wasn't realistic. So if that really happened,
I was like, that would be so accepting.
I actually feel like it's real. I feel like
it would be more
realistic.
accepting than that.
In certain,
they were so
certain ways,
unaccepting.
yes, but people still don't understand that there's still classes that are called mummy and me classes. Like there's still a lot of things that are still.
But he said that was a parent class.
Yeah, but it probably was still
just a mummy class.
Yeah, but the fact that he came in like that, I thought they were well stacked. I was you bitch,
bro. I'll tell you something. Yeah, do you know I went to one of those things as well. Yeah, with
on your J's, by yourself.
No, I went with Alex, my brethren Alex. I went with. I don't think I went. With my kid. I think I went with his missus. I think I met her in the morning and we went, and it was a parent thing, and it was no dads, not one. Like it was full mums, like all mums.
But that's what I was thinking. When he comes in, you should be so much more.
No, but I would assume they would come and be like, no, this is because you've only seen mums.
I ain't like that,
you know what? I can't lie.
I felt.
It happens. I'm in a mums group and there's like 7 of us, and most of the parties and stuff, because 6 of the babies are born in August, and it means that obviously loads of birthday parties, but sometimes not all of the females can make it. And so they usually just kind of warn us and say, oh, my husband's going to come or whatever. But we try to always give the husbands the same type of love that we do with the women. We take pictures with them. They really get involved because, as you're saying, that doesn't happen all the time. Because a lot of guys will be like, no, I'm not even going to go, A lot of guys...
So when a man actually comes on his J's, asking for help, pleading...
Yeah, but they gave him when they realized.
But even when they gave him the advice, it was like very like...
Yeah,
hold that, you hear me? Now dip. I was like...
But that just shows you it's real. I think that kind of scene to me...
I ain't like that, man. I ain't like... No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't with the movie. I just didn't like that part. I was like, is that how you gonna treat, man?
But all right, cool. So verdicts for me, this is a big watch it.
I think it's gonna be...
Yeah, this is a big watch it. I really enjoyed the movie. I like the acting. I like the movie so much that I don't really have much bad to say about it, even though there's a few little niggly things that I would have made it better, but I'll let them slide.
We ripped into his stand-up.
Yeah, we'll let this one. We burnt his stand-up. But,
so let this one slide.
So Fatherhood, Kevin Hart, 100% watch it from me.
It's a watch it from me, for sure. Bring some tissues. Make sure you got some tissues. And watch it. Yeah. It's enjoyable. It's definitely worth the watch.
100. Watch it from me, man, as it goes round. Yeah, as I said, other than that bit where these single mothers were being bitches.
That really affected you, it's all right.
Yeah, it did, man.
You become to...
Because I was like, I put myself in that position. I was like, bitch, I'm asking for help. Help me.
If you had said that, you'd have been turned away. You wouldn't have got not even one piece of advice.
Bitch, I said I come for help.
They deserve that, though. The way they treated, man, they deserve that. I don't be really using that word too loosely, but they deserve that.
It was 100% watch it for me. Really enjoyed it. Liked it. Not a bad thing to say about it.